look very pale. I am very pale, but I look very pale. A couple of things before we start, because yes, I do need to get this off my chest. First of all, my hair is a mess. I slept for 3 hours. Third point, I look very, very pale. 4, if I show you products and this looks like a fucked up fingernail, I cut off a part of my nail while I was chopping dill, and now I'm facing the consequences. Last but not least, I know, I've been away for a month. I know, I'm sorry, but I'm not. This is a hobby. Final point, I am going to disappoint you in today's project pen update. Welcome to my project pen update. This is the update for April and May. Now, I filmed my March update when it was around like half April, so I never did a April update, and I said I was gonna do it in May, and it's May. So, well, it's the 1st of June. And by the time you're seeing this, I hope it will be by the end of tonight. So I'm gonna put some gas. I'm gonna put my foot on the gas. All gas, no brakes. What am I saying? I really need to sleep. Anyway, without further ado, we are going to jump into the project pen update. So I have a couple of products that are not currently with me because I am at my boyfriend's house, which is my future house as well. Oh yeah, by the way, what do you think of our lamp? That's the lamp. We bought it together. It's a vintage lamp. I really like it. So first of all, we have the Catrice Skin Glazing Hydrating Primer. I'm gonna be honest, haven't used that one. Have not used that one. Whenever I'm using a primer or any kind of like skincare underneath, like skin prep, I am using my sunscreen and also this primer that I'm gonna talk about in a second. And I'm just not using the Catrice Skin Glaze Hydrating Primer. I had to read that again if you noticed. And yeah, just not using it, so I doubt that there is any progress with that product whatsoever. I am going to continue using it again. I just kind of have to find it. I have a feeling that a lot of the products that I own kind of just disappeared and I don't know where they went. That's that on that product. However, the other primer that I am using and I was talking about, this is the Catrice Glam Gold Hydrating Primer. We have a little bit of progress compared to last month. It's not as much as I want it to be, obviously, but considering the fact that I haven't really done any type of makeup. But yeah, this is going okay so far. It's not the best, but honestly, with the past month that I've had, this is great. This is beautiful, chef's kiss. Great. The best kind of progress that you're gonna see. So obviously in my March update, you saw that my Lisa Eldridge foundation, which I still have right here, is completely empty. And since then I haven't really used, or well, I have used the foundation because I have a foundation on my skin, but I have not really used a different foundation that is in my project pen because I only had that one. I'm gonna be real with you guys right now. Let me grab my foundation for a second. Okay, so this is the House Labs Triclone foundation. Personally, this is like the only foundation in my makeup collection. I do have that other one, but honestly, I'm not using that. I'm not using that. It's the Essence, like their new stick foundation, but this is the first time for me. I bought a shade from Essence that was just too light for me. Like it is absolutely Casper the Ghost on me if I wear that, which is insane because I mean, look at me. Obviously I'm not the most tan person in the world, and I doubt that I'm the palest, but I am quite pale. That product, man, just doesn't do it for me. And also I've been really loving this House Labs foundation. I think I'm gonna shoot a video very soon, maybe after this one, with like makeup bits that I've been loving so far. But yeah, this is definitely a foundation that I just use every single day, and I don't see the need to add it to a project pen, if that makes sense, because I'm using it and my project pen is for like products that I don't feel like wearing anymore and I want to give them some love back, but I already love that one. No foundation, but we do have a concealer, and this concealer, my god, is really annoying the shit out of me because how much pigment can be in a concealer formula, it's annoying. It's not annoying. It's really nice. It's a really nice concealer. This is the Fenty Beauty We Are Even concealer, and I am sick and tired of this. And you know, after a couple of months, you're sick and tired of these products because it's all that you use and you want to use something else. So you switch from the bronzer to a different bronzer. For a while, you're like, I'm gonna dabble into a new bronzer for like 2 times. Those 2 times turn into like every fucking day. However, I am still using this one because I didn't really have another one. I have a couple of other concealers. I think I have one more. This this concealer, it just packs so much pigment and opacity in like one single dot. If I use too much of this, you're gonna be able to see, and it's gonna be that very obvious triangle of concealer underneath my eyes. Someone actually mentioned that maybe I should try and use this all over my face, and actually that is usually what I do with concealers that I don't really like underneath the eyes. However, with a couple of concealers, I'm just unable to do that because the formula works underneath my eyes but not really all over my face. And this one is kind of one of those. It's just too pigmented and too pigmented light, if that makes sense. Like I can get away with a dot underneath each under eye, but I cannot get away with this being all over my face because it's too opaque, it's too high coverage for me personally. I am going to commit to this, and even if it's not empty by the end of this year, it's going to be empty by the end of next year. 2026. Concealer, we're gonna stick to it. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about is it drying out before I can use it up, and the formula really changing because of the oxygen that it like contaminates the bottle, this concealer. So I'm not too entirely sure about that, but I'll keep my eye out on that, and we'll see. But yeah, struggle bus. Another product that I'm doing quite well on, but I'll show you in the pictures, but that I haven't really been using all that much in the last couple of weeks or last month, is the Catrice Soft Glam Filter Fluid. Even though I really started to appreciate this product, I just, again, haven't really been wearing makeup. And also the weather is kind of like amping up a little bit. We've had a beautiful spring month during the month of April. In the month of May, there really was barely any rain, and the degrees in Celsius were kind of high up because of that, and it was always like around 19, 20, 21 degrees Celsius here in Belgium. And for Belgium, that's quite special. Like that's abnormal, okay? It's climate change. It is. I want to whisper, but it's like, it's climate change. It just is. Anyway, and because of that, my skin gets very greasy, sweaty, and I don't always feel like adding more glow on top of that. I really genuinely do like this product. I just have not really been using it, but I'm gonna start using it again and just like live the glossy life. Next product, my gosh, this is a disaster. I'm so sad about this because I was doing so well. For some reason, I had a fear that this was going to happen, and eventually it happened, and I'm so devastated. So this is the Fenty Beauty In The Sun Stalkr Bronzer. It has been in my collection for a couple of years. Honestly, as a pale skin, I think I'm quite neutral, even though I feel like I sometimes have a little bit of pink, but I feel like my undertone is quite neutral. If not, tell me. This was a great bronzer if you had pale skin. I dropped this and now it looks like this. Can you see how little product I have left? It just kind of, it broke, it shattered. Yeah, anyway, I'm so sad about this because I was doing really well, and I felt like we were really at the final stage of this bronzer, and then I dropped it, or like it broke inside of my makeup bag when I was carrying it around. I don't know, but it was already quite fragile because like the complete sensor of it was just completely gone. So I knew I had to be careful with this, but obviously I was just a little bit clumsy and it broke down. So I am going to clean this up and consider it empty. Kind of a good update though. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I've got 2 corners left, and then it's done. Thank you. The blush, yes. So blush, this one from Essence. This is really good for the springtime. This blush is the Essence Baby Got blush in the shade Peaches and Cream. This is a beautiful blush for like the spring and summertime. So this is how much I have left. Now you will see in the pictures as well that compared to maybe last month, not all that much. You have to keep into account that right here is like the plastic thing, so we don't have a lot of products anymore. And I have a really nice comparison for you because I also have the Essence Baby Got bronze cream bronzer, and this is like what the cream blush looked like in the beginning versus now. It's a blush that I really like. I have to kind of use it a little bit more, I think, to really use this up. I think by the end of September, hopefully, if I don't get too tired of this will be completely empty. Like by the end of August or end of September, I think this will be empty. Lip liners. No, just no. Close-up lip liner in the shade 2. And this is the Catrice Plumping Lip Liner in the shade, I think this is called Manhattan. No. There is absolutely no progress with these two because I have not used them. Like I said, not been wearing a lot of makeup, and because of that, especially not the lip category. So sorry to disappoint, but these two are still as they were. We're gonna try. I have the LA Colors Lip Oil in Tangerine Twist. That one is currently at my home, but I am pleased to mention that that one is very, very nearly empty. I still really like it, and it's such a beautiful, like, lippy, slippy gloss. I wouldn't necessarily call it a lip oil per se, but it's like a very thin lip gloss that really gives a lot of shine, like a very wet look to the lips, so I love that. Now the other one, I don't think I actually mentioned this. I don't remember in my last update, but this is the Catrice Powerful 5 Glossy Lip Oil in the shade Cherry Blossom Glow. This is completely empty, so you can take a look at it. I think I mentioned that I had a little bit left, but like this is empty. This is as empty as I'm going to get it. I've been trying to really scrape out the last bits, but like it's not adding anything. Like if anything, it's taking off the gloss that I have on. So yeah, this is completely empty. I'm so happy because it was such a struggle was any time to empty a lip gloss or a lip liner or a lipstick. Like in my opinion, it's the most difficult category of a project than to empty, but the lip category for me is just always such a struggle. But I am happy that this one is empty though, and in that kind of way I can still show you a proper empty this time. We're gonna film like this for a while. I just felt too awkward. I'm sure she can still see me, but at least I cannot see her. So, or that person, I don't know if it's her. Anyway, sorry. So the Rare Beauty lip oil, I don't actually have that one with me right now, and I'm actually also not entirely sure where it is. Haven't used the product, so no progress whatsoever on that one. And unfortunately, I'm gonna end up the video with a very sour note on the eyeshadow palettes. If you thought I was not using any kind of like base products and lip products, I was absolutely not using my eyeshadow palettes. I need to start doing my makeup a lot more. Like not necessarily every day like wearing eyeshadow and stuff like that, but I just want to create looks again. And I don't know what's stopping me. I think it's like I'm 26. I have a job, and a job is so time consuming. Honestly, I look at people who have children and I'm like, why the hell and how the hell? Like, how do you do it? But yeah, eyeshadow palettes, absolutely no progress on that. I did my makeup today with these palettes, and I also used an oldie but a goodie. This is the Anastasia, Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette. So yeah, I did use it today to create this look right here, which I think is pretty. I do feel pretty. Also, if you watched till the end of this video, I kind of have a question for you. I'm looking for a couple of skin tints to try out. Like, I have my House Labs foundation, which is amazing, no complaints whatsoever, but I feel it's a little bit more on the medium coverage, like medium to high coverage, like it really covers up my skin. And I'm just looking for a very good skin tint for dry skin. You know, that's very important. Dry skin. Don't give me any of that matte crap. It's not gonna work. I've been thinking about the Makeup Forever skin tint. I've been thinking about the Hourglass skin tint, the NYX skin tints. Let me know what your skin tints recommendations are down below. If you've tried any of the skin tints that I was talking about, yeah, just let me know. I'm curious because I just want to try something else than a foundation, if you know what I mean. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! I hope the neighbor didn't see that. Why am I so embarrassed? Like, shame. Abolish shame.